4.4 goes over your properties or your laws of logarithms. You have different types of problems that you're going to be looking at here. This box that you see at the bottom of this page is going to help you a great deal. For example, if you have something like log A of something times something, you're going to be expanding this to be an addition problem. If it's something like log A of something divided by something or something over something, you are going to expand that using subtraction. Anytime you have a power on your base, or that big number, it's going to go out front of the log and you're going to multiply it by that log. This entire lesson focuses on expanding and condensing these logs. If we look at the first example, we are just evaluating each expression. So for A, we have log 4 of 2 plus log 4 of 32. You have addition here. So you will multiply the 2 and the 32. Keep the log 4. So it would be log 4 of 2 times 32. 2 times 32 is 64. So that's log 4 of 64. And then you'll just simplify that. So you'll ask yourself 4 to what power is 64? Well, if that power is a 4, you get 64. So it's just 4. For example B, we have log 2 of 80 minus log 2 of 5. For this one, you do have subtraction between these two logs, so you will divide the 80 and the 5. So it's just going to give us log 2 of 80 over 5. 5 goes into 8 once. With 3 left over, 5 goes into 36 times. So that's log 2 of 16. So ask yourself, 2 to what power is equal to 16? 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So that would be to the 4th power. Yes, that is, I'm sorry. So this should be 3, not 4. Hold on 1 second. This should be 3. Thank you. So this one should be 3, and then this one is the 4. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. For example, C, we're given negative 1/3 log 8. Two things here. That negative 1/3 that's in front of that log is going to become the power on the 8. Another thing, if you do not have a base on the log, it's automatically 10. So this is the same exact thing as saying log 10 of 8 to the power of negative 1/3. You have to simplify this negative 1/3 as the power. So first, turn it into a positive. You're going to take the reciprocal of that 8, so it's going to be log 10 of 1 over 8 to the 1/3 power. That 1/3 power, the denominator gives you your index. The 1 stays as the power. So it's going to be the 3rd root of 8. So it's going to be log 10 of 1 over the cube root of 8. The cube root of 8 is 2. So that's just log 10 of 1 over 2. From here, you are not going to go any further because you cannot raise 10 to any power to get 1/2. So you would leave it just like this. If for this, I'm going to go back and change this power to, or this base to be 2, just so that way we can simplify this. Okay, so if we had to the base of 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, we would be doing 2 to what power is 1/2, and it would just be negative 1. For our next part, we are just expanding each of these expressions. So for A, we are given log 2 of 6x. This is being multiplied by one another. So think to yourself, what is multiplication? We just worked with addition with multiplication. So this is the same exact thing as saying log 2 of 6 plus log 2 of x. You can't do anything else with this, so we just leave it like we see it. For example B, we have log 5 of x cubed y to the 6th power. So again, these two are being multiplied by one another. So this is going to turn into log 5 of x cubed plus log 5 of y to the 6th power. Those powers have to go in front of the log. So this is going to turn into 3 log 5 of x plus 6 log 5 of y. For example C, we have ln times ab over the cube root of c. Now ln and log, same exact thing, so don't get confused with this. It means the same exact thing. You're applying the same rules to your natural log as you would with a log. So this division here, or this fraction, represents subtraction. So we are going to write this as ln ab minus ln the cube root of c is the same thing as saying c to the 1/3 power. So you have to take those radicals and you have to turn them into a power. Remember, your index, the little number that's attached to the radical sign, is your denominator. The power that the number underneath the radical is raised to is your numerator. From here, you still have multiplication going on. So this is addition. So we're going to have the natural log of a plus the natural log of b minus that 1/3. Can't keep it as a power, so bring it out front. So 1/3 natural log c. From here, we can't do anything else, so this is our answer. For our next example, we are using the laws of logs to combine each expression into a single logarithm. So we're using what we did and we're just now working backwards. So for A, we have 3 log x plus 1/2 log x plus 1. Now, you have a 3 and a 1/2 that's in front of the log. So they become powers on these terms. So we're going to have log x to the 3rd power plus log x plus 1 to the power of 1/2. Now that power of 1/2 represents a radical. So rewrite that x plus 1 to the power of 1/2 as the square root of x plus 1. So this is going to be log x cubed plus log square root of x plus 1. From here, you have addition, so that means multiply. Oops. So this is going to keep the log. You're multiplying x cubed times the square root of x plus 1. For example B, we're given 3 natural log s plus 1/2 natural log t minus 4 natural log t squared plus 1. So we're first going to simplify those the 3, the 1/2, and the -4. So this 3 is going to become a power on that s, that 1/2 becomes a power on that t, and that 4 becomes the power on the t squared plus 1. So we're just going to rewrite this as ln s cubed plus ln t to the power of 1/2 minus ln t squared plus 1 to the 4th power. We do have a power of a fraction, which we do need to rewrite as a radical. So we're just going to take this down another step to be the natural log of s cubed plus the natural log of the square root of t minus the natural log of t squared plus 1 to the 4th power. If you're adding, multiply, you're going to have ln s cubed times the square root of t. You still have that minus natural log t squared plus 1 to the 4th power. That subtraction means to divide. So this is going to simplify to be the natural log of s cubed times the square root of t all over t squared plus 1 raised to the 4th power. For the last part of your lesson, it goes over the change of base formula. When we do these, you're going to have the log of your base of a whole number. The way that you do this is you're going to take the base, and that's going to be the number on the bottom of your fraction. The whole number is going to be the number on the top of your fraction. And you're just going to do the log of the whole number divided by the log of the base. So what does it mean? If we are looking at the last example from your lesson, it tells us to use the change of base formula and common or natural logarithms to evaluate each logarithm. Round to 5 decimal places. You will need your calculator with this. So for A, you have log 8 of 5. You cannot do 8 to the 5th power is equal to, or 8 to the what power is 5. So if you have something like that, where you cannot raise your base to the power to get the whole number, you are going to take the log of the whole number and divide it by the log of your base. So your little base, your subscript becomes a whole number, and you're just doing the log of the big number divided by the log of your base. So you're going to be using your calculator. You're going to have to hit the log button, then hit 5, close your parentheses, hit the division button, then just do log 8, close the parentheses, and then you get your answer. So from here we have 0.773976032. It tells us to round to 5 decimal places. That would be that 7. We look to the 6. It's 5 or higher, so we move the 7 to be an 8. So it's just going to be 0.77398. For example B, we're given log 9 of 20. Ask yourself, can I raise 9 to a power to get 20? You can't, so take the log of both. You're going to do log 20 divided by log 9. That log 20 divided by log 9, use your calculator. Type in log 20, close the parentheses, divided by log 9, close the parentheses, hit enter. You get 1.363416,514. Again, we're rounding to the 5th decimal place, which is that 1. The 6 is 5 or higher, so it becomes 1.36342.